live right now. We're trying a new technology here, and so I'm going to be checking out, making sure that's coming through on Facebook first, because it's supposed to be going out to Facebook right now, and I'm not sure what that's happening. So just bear with us as we get all the technical things set up, but we'll be going live with Didi and Shannon in a few minutes, actually 1 minute to be exact. I'm going to refresh my events here to see if it's coming through on a new technology. We've got a new technology going on. Oh, it is live now. Okay, great. Well, welcome everybody. Glad that you're here. I'm Didi, and this is Shannon. And it's been, what, close to a month, Shannon, since we've had this?
Yep.
At least a month.
Yep.
And we have needed a break. Maybe that's where you are, just how things are with everything changing. We thought we'd just take a little bit of a break before we come back and touch base, because we actually do enjoy doing this.
We do.
Enjoy doing this. Yeah. So we'll do that. And so what we're going to do is something that I often do with small groups, is that I and my discipleship groups, something that they all roll their eyes in, sometimes even you roll your eyes at.
Yep.
Wonder where my children learn to roll their eyes. But anyhow, what we're going to do is something, we're going to do the 4 Ds. I learned this from one of my mentors, and in the groups that I was with him, in the discipleship groups I was with him, the 4 Ds. And we're going to just share our 4 Ds. The first D is I want to share a drain. Remember that? A drain.
I didn't remember. I'm glad you said it.
Okay,
again.
well, good. A drain, then a delight, and then a discovery, and then a determination. The drain is something that is just wearing on you. A delight or joys that you can share. A discovery, something new that you've learned and something you knew you can share with everyone here. And then a determination, something that you've made a commitment to do that's new, but you want to do that in the future. So let's begin with drains. Shan, can you share what's a drain with you right now?
I even knew this was coming. A drain. Okay, here's a drain. Having to plan to do anything. It makes me really tired. Going out and about, I will actually plan to do it less because of the hassle that it is.
So everything you have to do, well, I might have to speak up a little bit. So just FYI, I'm not sure the microphone's picking out very well. So we'll see. But everything you have to do to be ready, everything's a change. Did I remember to wear my mask? What's the procedures? How are we going to do that? Is that basically it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely. You know, we're, I don't know, just this common thing. I would say the same thing. To me right now, because of just the situation we're in, and dealing with folks who are suffering, just the drain. I've said this before, I'll say it again. It's like a low-grade headache that just won't go away. You can function, you can do what you can do, you can actually have enjoyable times, but then when it all settles down, it's just right there. And so that's been a drain for me too. Mm-hmm. And I've been saying a lot, I've been tired a lot. So my drain has been tired because it's been a lot of output, just with things with the church, the ministry, dealing with people, with the season of figuring out things as we go along and trying to fulfill our mission in a new way. So learning on the fly, learning to do different things is exciting for me as I like it. But after a while, it is tiring because, sometimes we just need a little bit of a break, right?
Yep.
All right. So that's enough of the down and the dumb stuff. Let's talk about delight. What delights do you have in your life other than me?
Well, aside from not liking the word,
Shannon has a thing with certain words.
I do.
So anyway, I can share
delight
that another
is
time.
One of them,
Delight.
although lower on the list.
It
It's
is.
not up at the top.
Okay.
Delight. You go first.
It's your turn.
Sorry, you're still thinking.
No, I'm not. I have my delights
Well, then
all
you
set.
go first.
I'll tell you, the delights have been seeing seeing the church in action. I had the privilege to join Arlen Howard and his 3 with 1 guys, his discipleship group guys, doing a job as we do this 4 Cincinnati outreach, and to be with them jammed in this little bit of apartment, to be working to help out someone who's in need and needs their place fixed up. That was a delight. Having a conversation with my friend Tim Wall for front porch about life and about family and about everything else. Delight being with the elders on elders meeting and just catching up with those guys, laughing and praying and supporting one another. Delight being with my small group and enjoying that interaction and conversations. With this stuff going on now, when people meet, they don't want to mess around with the fluff. We don't want to talk about the Reds and how they're losing, although now they're winning today. They're winning now.
Wow.
But we want to talk about meaningful stuff. We want to talk about things that have to do with life and the meaning of life and the pursuit of life. And we're seeking wisdom from one another. And so that has been great to be part of that. And so my discipleship groups, my staff team, elders, just interacting. And then you and I had a great delight. We got to be assistants for a lady who baptized her sister. Remind me of the names now because my brain is fried.
Peggy
and Kelly. Peggy baptized Kelly, and it was just so cool to be part of that and to just facilitate that, but just see the tears and just see how it's meant to be, right? Jesus followers leading others to a committed relationship with Jesus and helping them be Jesus followers, disciples making disciples. So have I given you enough time to think of a delight?
Yep.
Share one now.
You have.
Shannon.
So I think for me, it's similar to yours. I don't like really what's going on around us. I don't think any of us like what's going on around us, but what we have been able to just see going on with people, like you said, the delight of just being able to talk to people with a little more depth, I guess. And I'm not sure why, but maybe just everything that kind of happened in the last few months made us think that there are some things more important than just being constantly on the go. Maybe that's part of it. And so for me, I would say with my D group and friends and being able to see people after not being able to see people and enjoy that time, it's just richer being with our small group. And so, and the kids as well, the kids being home and
the noise and the lack of food, or the
noise.
Constantly stalking for food.
That too. The cooking, the trauma of having to cook again. No, I'm kidding. But that's been fun. Christian being home at a time when, now in the summer, he's normally home, but being home at a time when he's not normally home, and he's getting ready to go back again. And I'm finding I'm getting a little sad about that. But I think that's the
that
delight.
Was awesome delight.
Thank
Fantastic. You. So let's move on to discovery, something you've learned, an insight, maybe a God sighting. Yeah, we talk church stuff. So a discovery. Share your discovery.
Okay. What was the next one?
And then determination, something you're going to decide to do.
No, this is my discovery. I had to make sure I wasn't getting them mixed up. So my discovery, I think, really has just come in the last couple of weeks with recognizing that I value and appreciate certainty, and we don't have certainty. It's really an illusion, delusion, illusion,
collusion,
something. But that nothing is certain. And I have been guilty of really just having a confidence in a certainty that isn't there. And while I say that, maybe it seems like I'm happy about that. I'm not happy about that. I don't like this feeling, but it's, I don't know, it causes you to, I think it has caused me to be a little more, I don't know, I can't think of the word I'm thinking of, just thinking through things a little more carefully.
A little more pondering.
little more intentional.
Intentional.
I
That's a
think
great
that word's
word.
overused,
Yeah, but that's
yeah.
appropriate here, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Cool. My discovery, and it's a theme that actually has been brewing, but actually was confirmed. Someone gave me this book, a friend of mine, and so I've been reading it. And the book is really a reminder that God in us, God with us, He is working through us. He has a grand design, the grand weaver. That's God. And that even though right now things are out of whack and things are uncertain, I've been reminded of the fact that God is still working. And if I am consistently seeking to be with Him, seeking where He's working, that's all I need to be, to see where He's working and to commit myself to that. I do think, I think this whole thing is really, someone else brought this to mind, and it's a similar theme. He said, we were cruising along. The economy was great. Everything was great in March. Everything was fantastic. Everything seemed hunky-dory, and many of our leaders were standing in front of the podium and claiming credit for all the blessings that we have. And all of a sudden, boom, this happens. A virus happens. The economy is now shaken, and we're all of a sudden reminded of what Jesus said, that we will face this stuff. But when we face it, it should be a reminder to us. He said, like the twangs of a childbirth, that the end is in God's hands. The twangs of a childbirth. You like that? Pangs. Ricky Ricard. Pangs of childbirth. It could be a twang, I guess. But the pangs of childbirth, the warning signs that we need to remain faithful, we need to trust God, and we don't need to be afraid.
Yep.
I know there's a lot of folks have different things about this mask ordinance, and I understand. To me, it doesn't need to be something that we're motivated to be by fear. For me, this is okay. This is an opportunity for us to minister to our brothers and sisters. This is an opportunity for to live a childhood dream. I've always wanted to wear masks, so I wear mine that looks like a cowboy, and I wear my other one that makes me look like a spaceman. But it's actually an opportunity for us to engage to people. And if wearing a piece of cloth allows me to minister to someone and help them feel comfortable around me, I'm wearing that cloth so I can tell them about the fact that God is at work and we can trust in Him. And if we hold on to Him, He's the grand weaver. There's a plan here. We just need to hold on to that. So that kind of touches on my determination a little bit, since I'm shifting there. My determination is to really seek to look for God at work and to submit myself to joining Him. It's not God with me. That tends to be me focused. It's me giving myself to God. And so I have to be open to His prompting and leading and to follow Him. And the second determination is, and I told you this today, I think I need to do a better job of taking care of myself when it comes to my diet and rest, and taking my rest moment, because the pace I've been going has probably been unsustainable. As you have already told me, she gets onto me, and she's good at saying, you need to stop, you need to slow down, you can't be going at this the whole time. But also that goes with eating, because typically when we get like this, we tend to crave the carbs. As they said in my gym, they said I have a sweet tooth or a sweet sugar thing. So I deny it, but it's true. Anyway.
So
Shannon,
is it my turn?
Your determination to
Wow.
close us out.
Well, I have another delight that I have to share.
Share your delight.
That is something that you said made me think of this. One thing that for me has been really neat to see amidst all of this has been the ingenuity of people, the creativity of people, and just just even the backyard VBS. I loved that. I think that us going into neighborhoods is part of what we need to be doing. And I just think that was a really neat opportunity for the church to have reach out.
If anyone's not aware of this, we did at the end of June into July, and then in the middle of July, we had 5 locations and then 6 locations of people opening up their backyards and facilitating VBS. We as the church provided the kits for individuals to be the teachers and to be the game people and everything else. And Shannon and I had the privilege of traveling to every single one of them, every single location.
You went to all of them, I didn't.
Oh, yes, but we got to see a lot of those kids and a lot of the people, and it was just awesome. And definitely fun to see.
So sorry
Your
for going
determination.
backwards. My determination is, like you said, we decided a couple of weeks ago, actually, that we felt like what we're seeing with fear mongering. I mean, that's just what it is.
It's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate, but we're not going to be fearful. We're not going to live in fear, and we're going to encourage others to not be fearful. There's nothing to be afraid of. And
well, I think there's nothing to be gripped by fear. There's something to be aware of.
Oh, of
yeah,
course.
and that's what I
Yeah.
mean. It's not like
Yeah.
it doesn't exist,
right.
but to not be motivated by fear, but instead motivated by fulfilling what we're called to do. Is that
Yes.
what?
Yeah, absolutely. And my other determination along with that is I have learned even more in this time that I need to be careful about my own perspective and making judgments based on my own perspective. Back to the mask thing. We have 2 kids with asthma and cannot wear masks for very long.
Because they stop.
And so I think it's important, while we want to be considerate of others. Yeah, and I have friends who also have a similar issue. So it's important to be considerate of others, but the consideration goes both ways.
Yes.
In that when we see maybe someone not wearing a mask that we think maybe should be wearing, that we don't just jump to conclusions, and we have an understanding of maybe where they're coming from.
I think that's a great insight and a great thing to end on. It's been so good to be with you. If you would like to share one of your 4Ds, remember it's a drain, a delight, a discovery, and a determination. Go ahead and feel free to comment down below, and we will respond. We always love to hear from you. I'm hoping my buddy John Allenson out in the Maldives is able to log in here. Hi, John. Hopefully you'll be able to catch up with that. It's always good to hear from you on the other side of the world. God bless. We love you, and we will be back. We'll be back in a month. We're going to do this next month. Do this once a month. So let's call it a Didi and Shannon watch party. How about that? No, anyway. Hopefully this all worked out.
All right.
God bless.